In less than a week we'll receive one of the best units in the game. And the question is, do I have to sell my kidney? Hello everyone, today we'll talk about how to use Supreme Laharl. When he releases he can be used as an attacker for a while. Unfortunately, that won't last long since Krichevskoy is on the horizon. Even so, we'll take into consideration both roles, as an attacker and supporter. Starting with his role as your main attacker, the first two main traits that we should take into consideration are the fact that he's a Spear Forte and a King symbol unit. His Any Zero gives a huge boost to attack and defense to Spear wielders. This allows you to build a good team without worrying about Fortes, which will be essential because his Any 1 alone won't be enough to let you spam your skills if he's your main DPS. His Any 5 and Any 7 work well when he is your main attacker, but right now we still have to rely on crit fishing because we're still missing crit rate buffers. So to some extent, his Any 7 is a little bit unreliable. For now. If you want to use Supreme Style when Supreme Laharl is your main attacker, you may want to increase his speed. That way he'll give the buff to the party first, then receive the buffs from the supporters, and last he will attack for a huge amount of damage. Having Mega Armor Break on his kit is excellent. Depending on the situation, you may want to use Supreme Style and Mega Armor Break on the first and second turn in whichever order is best for you. His S-rank skill is good. Not absurdly good, but still good. It allows him to reach the buff cap quickly because it gives him 30% more attack and defense. But with 58 SP cost, you may find it difficult to spam. Then what can you do? The first unit that pairs well with Supreme Laharl as an attacker is Priestess Sicily. Her SP transfer is excellent for Supreme Laharl, especially since Sicily gets extra SP each turn thanks to Supreme Laharl's Any 1. She also has healing spells, Mega Braveheart, and even a debuff cut. The next unit which helps Supreme Laharl with SP is Beach Girl Laharl. Her Any 1 gives 10 SP to Spear wielders, and her Any 7 will further increase the attack if you have a full Spear Forte team. King is a viable unit for fast clearing teams. His Any 7 allows him to use Sunflower to boost the attack of the whole party or Mega Braveheart without worrying about your SP. And let's not forget about his Any 0 and Any 1, which increase your damage output. Another unit you can use if you want to finish fast is Awakened Rosalind. With an extra starting 15 SP for the team on her Any 1, a 10% defense down on her Any 7, and Mega Armor Break, she can help debuff the enemy, and lets you start your strategy without worrying about SP. Zed is an easy pick for F2P players. With Mega Braveheart and Mega Armor Break, you can buff Supreme Laharl or debuff the enemy depending on what you need. And even if Supreme Laharl makes the team tankier, it's good to have a revive on Zed. There's also Ayame. A notable trait for spears is that they not only give attack, but also defense. Ayame boosts the party's attack and defense with her Any 0 and Any 5. She may also cover a party member from a single target attack and has good buffs on her kit with Victory Yell and Mega Speed Boost. There's also the option to use Sister Artina, since she gives SP on her Any 0, has Mega Armor Break, and Giga Heal. But if you use her, just be aware that she alone won't be able to allow Supreme Laharl to spam his skills. Talking about units that we'll receive in the future, next month we'll get Ram. Her kit is designed to make her the main attacker, but she has two things that make her a reliable supporter, Mega Braveheart and a barrier count -1 skill. When the barrier mechanic gets introduced into raids, you will find that they're very useful to avoid building units only for their elemental attacks. We also have Supreme Etna. She pairs well with Supreme Laharl thanks to her King symbol centric abilities. She packs good skills, spells, and stats, so she can be a reliable supporter, but most probable she'll become your main attacker and Supreme Laharl your sub-attacker. Now it's time to talk about Supreme Laharl's true role. He is best known as a supporter thanks to his Supreme Style, which gives the party a 20% buff to all stats except HP, as well as action gauge plus 500. This allows him to take more turns before your attacker, which will increase the amount of buffs for the whole party. But this skill is not self-sufficient. The lowest its cost gets is 18 SP, and with Supreme Laharl's Any 1, you get 17 SP per turn. This is a good moment to start talking about how many copies of Supreme Laharl you want to run on your team. And that should be 2. With just 2 Supreme Laharls you won't have to worry about SP for Supreme Style anymore, and you'll receive a 60% increase on crit damage for the whole party. You may think it would be better to have more, but in the future we'll receive other kind of buffs like crit rate, crit damage, and damage up, and you want space for those kind of buffers. There's also the fact that you want a healer. Supreme Style certainly makes you tankier, but that won't save you from fixed damage skills, like the ones that we have seen on raids, so it's essential to have a healer. So the team comp would be 2 Supreme Laharls, a next generation buffer, a healer, and a main DPS. So activating the safety net twice is within the realm of possibility. If you only have one Supreme Laharl, it's essential that you add another battery unit, to guarantee he will be able to spam his Supreme style. The more SP he receives the better, because you may want to equip him with boots, to make him as fast as possible so that he takes double turns and buffs the party as much as possible. Analyzing all the possible team comps with Supreme Laharl would be difficult, because he can work in any Spear Forte team, King Symbol team, and any non-Forte or Symbol lock teams. He minimizes the need for SP batteries as well as buffers, so it's optimal to pair him with healers and debuffers. For Int teams we have Love Oracle, Pure Sicily, Dark Artina, and Merlin. The first two provide healing, and the latter provides debuffs. The main attacker for Int teams right now is Xeno Sicily, which is very good because she has Mega Resist Break, which means you could put another SP battery instead of a debuffer. For physical teams, Elizabeth, Devil Girl Elizabeth, Lovely Flown, and Liserota are good healing options. Zed, Bloodies, and Dark Void are some debuffers you can use. Just like Xeno Sicily, Xeno Mao packs good stats, skills, and abilities to be your main attacker, and he also has Mega Armor Break. In the future, keep an eye for Supreme Girl Laharl and Supreme Edna, for Spear Forte teams and King Symbol teams. Krichevsko is probably the best non-Spear Forte attacker you can pair with Supreme Laharl, thanks to his NE5 which increases the buffs by 18%. On the Int department, Lamington, Magical Girl Laharl, Love X, and Mao Rosaline are probably the best options thanks to their good skills, abilities, and stats. For future supporters we have things like Future Rosalia, Formal Artina, Rubens, Madoka, and Archangel Flown. I would like to talk more about the comps you can make with Supreme Laharl, but there are just so many things you can do with him that I would never finish. And on that note, that would be all. If you like the video, share, like, subscribe. Next is an analysis of how to use Emilia on your team comps. See you then!